What is up? Welcome to the Morning Wood presented by Prop Finder. Man, yesterday kind of sucked, dude. I'll be honest with you. I was watching. I watched like a lot of the games. It was good, but I really had no idea what I didn't have any like strong takes, and every take that I had was wrong for Thunderdome. Every one of them. Adams, Jacksonville never got going in that game. So that kind of hurt Devontae Adams, obviously. And then what else? Oh, Mason Taylor. That was a shot in the dark kind of thing. That game was never really like that. That was tough. For anybody who watched that, the Panthers Jets, like they're owed an apology because that was brutal to watch. Trying to think what else. Oh, Bijan at night. I'm kind of a at home running back guy. I don't like to do it on the road. And I don't think that's the greatest take in the world because it's just not. Like the numbers prove it. But every time I take a running back on the road and he doesn't get the rushing yards, I'm always like, yeah, they should have been at home. If he was at home, he would have got it. So I don't know if that's a thing, but that sucked. So I think it's time. The thing is, I really bet a lot of those. So that was good. I never bet them on Friday. And then we had a busy Saturday. And then Sunday, like I had to get myself together, so I never actually got anything in. The only thing I really wanted to bet was Chris Moore receiving yards, and I bitched out the last second and didn't take that. So we got to get loose tonight. All that means is like I'm looking to bet on some shit today, like big time. We're gonna use Prop Finder. We're gonna go through the 2 football games and the baseball games. 7K, I agree, dude. So there is that. 100% Matthew Riley. 100%. If you don't get loose, it happens. I'm not saying it should happen a lot, but I mean, it does happen. Then you just got to get loose later on. Got a big night ahead of me. We got 2 football games, a baseball game. We're doing our in-town basketball draft of the Tewksbury basketball girls. So that's going to be fun. A lot of things happening, guys. A lot of things happen. 7 o'clock tonight, though. We got our first game, and it's the Buccaneers and Lions. Huge. Yeah, Mila's life. I think Austin is going to get to 10K tonight. Calling our shot has Dave 10, and he just needs, I think it's Amon Ra and J-Mo for short production, which they should get. How you doing, Mila's life? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, Showtime Mayfield. Ooh, they offer him the 6K cash out. I don't know. I wouldn't. It's a 10 to get 10K challenge, not a 10 to get 6K. You know what I'm saying? Like you go down with the ship. Like you bet it to win 10K. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. All right, let's go Bucks Lions. First thing we're going to look at, what are these defenses playing a ton of? Zone. The Bucks play a bunch of zone, 70%. That's a good enough number. And Lions, I'm sorry. I don't even know how I'm reading this. The Lions play 61% zone. Not really a lot. I mean, that's tough to make a decision either way. We want like heavy zone or heavy man. Like those are good, but whatever. We can work with all of it. We'll go. Let's see what Goff is doing. I don't like anytime TD. So I move it to either yards or receptions. In this case, it's going to be yards because it's quarterback. But now we can go down and see how have quarterbacks been doing against this Bucks defense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, Mila's life. We're doing the same thing with AAU basketball, man. It just seems to just keep going. And then town soccer as well. So it just seems to keep going. But we're going to miss it when it's over. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so Mac Jones. Yeah, I wish we could go back. The 4 p.m. is tough. we can put it out at 9 this time of day, and then the guys can listen throughout the day and still be good. Whereas the 4 p.m. by then too, the markets are kind of matured. I don't know what I was thinking with the 4 p.m. I think it was because we were doing the EV tools, which that's a good time for EV tools. Like right before you're leaving work, just jump on your EV tool, and I bet you're going to find some stale lines, because things are starting to move around that time. Who knows? It's good for NBA at least. Mac Jones, 347. Sam Darnold, 341. Jalen Hurts, 130. Tyrod Taylor, 197. CJ, 207. Michael Penix, 298. So quarterbacks have been gashing this defense. It's probably because you can't run on them. I would guess that they are decent against the run, which makes all the sense in the world. Let me get run defense up. Fifth best on the season in all rush attempts. 3.7 yards a carry for opponents rushing. So there is that. Yeah, 100%, Matthew Riley. Anytime you see Jalen Hurts throwing for more than 100, you'll be like, whoa. How's it go? Sorry, something's up in my throat. I don't know what's going on, but I got to figure it out. So Goff, let's see. I mean, I always find these interesting, like how their completion percentage is versus different ones. Goff against zone is completing 77% of his passes, that's crazy. 68% against man, so it's better against zone, but 68 is still pretty high. I used to think he stinks, but I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. The explosive plays allowed kind of means something down here. That's always good to know. I like this, though. That kind of tells you, it gives you the number, like whatever the guy's line was, 245 for Mac. He went 347. So he went 100 over that. Threw the ball 39 times. I do like, I love that part. That helps you out big time this time of year. Okay. So it does appear that passing should be in play. We just want to make sure you can't run on these guys. So you go to their running back. So Gibbs in this situation, and go to run types up here. It's already, by default, it's already selected that. And then you can see what Tampa's defense has done so far this season against different types of runs. If you hover over, see IZ percent, that's inside zone schemes. That's what that is. So 22% of the time, teams are running that against them, and they're averaging 4.7 yards a carry. If you look down here, just match it up. Gibbs, they only run that 6.9% of the times with him, and they're only getting 3.3 yards. So you just go across to all of them like that. Outside zone, they have power, duo blocking, and then counter. Every team, not every team, but everybody kind of has a different type of run game. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to know what each team's doing and what they're actually good at. They like the duo block here, and the outside zone hasn't been going great for Gibbs. I mean, 3.4 yards a carry, 3.8. Tampa only gives up 3.9 and 3 yards. So I don't know that they're going to be able to run. I don't take it off the table, though, because it is Jahmyr Gibbs. It is the Lions. It is Dan Campbell. So, I mean, Montgomery will look at him in the same way. I don't know. I don't think the run game is going to have that much success. I would immediately go and see, if you're the Lions guy, I would see what Laporta's doing. How's Sam Laporta? So just like that, when I click on his name, check it out. So click the name, click receiving yards. Bam. Has the bar graph here. I like that. I like that a lot. Last 2 weeks, he's been over 45.5, which is nice. Because one thing about this one is I think Baker, no matter who's playing receiver for him, is going to keep those guys around. So this game should get into a situation where one team's not just sitting on the ball. There was a few of those games yesterday. That sucks. I hate when that happens. We started the day off with one, which always, you're like, damn, man, I'm up at like 9:30 in the morning watching NFL football. I'm just watching some team just sit on the ball. So Jake Tonjes, 6 catches, 58 yards. I mean, he was the starting tight end that day, like the top tight end. I think that was a Thursday night game, was it? Maybe. Against Tampa. AJ Barner, 7 for 53. So we've seen 2 tight ends in a row turn in pretty big games against these guys. This guy's line was 17.5. He caught 7 passes. This guy's line was 32.5. He caught 6 passes. So I'll be honest with you. I think Laporta is probably in play. Dallas Goedert caught 4 for 37. That's kind of impressive considering the fact that Hurts barely didn't even throw for 200 yards. Seba, I can't wait to gamble. I'm literally shaking, dude. It's dedication. Mason Taylor didn't get to his yards, but he caught 4 passes. I think Laporta's receptions are in play. And his yards. Screw it. Kyle Pitts, 7 receptions, 59 yards against this Bucs defense. Dalton Schultz, they don't really use him, but he caught 3 for 29. I don't know. I think Laporta is probably my favorite play. Shalir, what's up, dude? I'm actually going to clip this. That's like all the stats you get on here. It's crazy how much you actually get. Right on one page. If you don't have Prop Finder, get it. Link in the description. Promo code SLOP. It's like $15 a month. It's $10 a month with the promo code. That's insane. So Laporta's going to be the tweet today. I think it's the yards, but I mean it could be receptions too. It's just 5 receptions. Feels like kind of a lot. It's plus money. I know, dude. Matthew Riley. Seriously, what if we just hit every bet we make? If Jake Tonjes caught 6 balls and AJ Barner caught 7, Goddard caught 4, I think Laporta could catch 5. Like, they want to use him. They want him to be a thing, definitely. What's up, Harley? You want J-Mo Yarja? All right, I got you 7K. I'll get Amon-Ra. We're going to look at both of those guys. Go Amon-Ra first since he's listed there. Again, I just go receiving yards just to get off touchdowns. What are we looking at? Yes is the answer to whatever question you're asking. Kendrick Bourne, $142. Yeah, exactly. It's Laporta. He's not some bullshit guy, dude. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 132 against him. The fun part is Cooper Kupp also got 59. Like, so everybody can just get it. Keep in mind, Ton just went for what he did too, on top of what Bourne did. So the Eagles, nothing really happened that day. We know that. Garrett Wilson went for 84 on him. Yeah. Also, too, I don't think Amon-Ra did much last week, too, just because I think that was the Chiefs game, right? So the reason I say that is because it's time to feed him. He's their guy. Drake London, 8 for 55. All right, so that's the beginning of the season right there. Ray McCloud, 3 for 51. Yeah, so Amon-Ra is 100% in play. That's set on 16, 7K, so you got to watch out. I don't know why that would be there. Yeah, I don't know why it says minus 120 because it's not minus 120 anywhere. Looks like his number is best 74.5 at ProfitX. Be careful with hit rates, guys. Hit rates they're not exactly like very telling. It's nice to know if people can go get these numbers and stuff like that. That's great, but you know what I'm saying? He could go for $150 like he did, but if he plays the Chiefs with the different coverages, different game scripts, all that, it hit rates don't really mean anything at that point. It's opponent. You got to kind of not guess, but how are they going to use these guys? What are they going to do with them? You know what I mean? Like, what? And if the game script gets away, like if the Lions start killing these guys, why would Amon-Ra St. Brown be doing anything after that? Like, so if he doesn't do it early, then you're kind of stuck. You know what I mean? Because like they're not just going to keep feeding him the ball when they're up 35-7. And we saw that yesterday with Davante Adams. All right, so Amon-Ra against zone. This is the other part of it. His ADOT goes up against zone, which is, I don't know. I would think it would be the other way around, but it's not. What area? Huh. He's better against man. Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they went nuts against the Bears, but there's also these games. Remember Green Bay? What about Kansas City? But yeah, I mean, they'll throw it to him, but you know what I'm saying? MB for Helicuse. I don't know. Yeah. They do. Right here. See full game. Second quarter, first quarter. Yeah, see, that Bears game right here, he had 82 yards in the first quarter. Camps. He only had yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is if he don't do it early, he had 115 yards against the Bears. He had 82 of those yards in the first quarter. I'd be willing to say, I bet you J-Mo probably didn't do much that game. Maybe he did. Damn, he had 108. Jesus Christ, they just killed him. Nothing in the first. Oh, J-Mo had long catches. He only caught 2 balls. They both just went to the house. That's what you see what I'm trying to say? That makes more sense. Got 1 ball in that one. Where did he catch these balls? He got both? He caught 2 balls in the third quarter, and he had a house call on one of them. But that's what I'm trying to say. If you start getting wild, or the team starts rolling the other team, man, we're in deep trouble if we got the receiver for yards. All right, let's go back to Amon-Ra. We'll figure out what the move is. I hate when the line's off right there because it makes it look like it's a gigantic, like, this guy does this all the time. It's like, yeah, it's because it's set to like 12.5. I'm all right with first quarter. I don't get into that too much. Like, you just don't know. I would say you can't really do first quarter, though, live, can you? All right, so we're going zone. I would say his yards are in play. Receptions, I mean, Jesus. Receptions, you got to do them at splash if they're still up. Jesus, 6.5. I bet you that number is so juiced. Hang on, I got Splash up in the background. Yeah, it's not there anymore. I was like, holy shit. 6.5? Because that number has to be ridiculously high. 7. He's catching 7 balls tonight, I think. I mean, that's your straight play, to be honest with you. I mean, I think he catches 7 balls. But it shows you all the receivers from the other team. I love this app, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did all these other guys do? You know, like that's big to know. I know Calling Our Shot has him on Raw, so I don't want to jinx it by posting this, but I think I might post this. He's catching a bunch of passes tonight. All right, last guy we'll look on this side is J-Mo. Let's go to receiving yards. I do like the first quarter stuff. That is pretty funny. J-Mo kind of gets used in the first quarter. I like that. They're nice to him. They like to get him a catch. You know what I mean? Like real quick. Against the Chiefs, you got to remember that McDuffie, I think, was on Amon Ra. I mean, I don't know if he was on the whole time. I don't think he follows. He might. But anyways, you can just go second receiver against those guys. So he caught 6 passes. How does he do against zone? A-Dot is way the hell down the field. 16.5 against zone, 15.7 against man. Air yards, 362, 94 versus man. 362 versus zone. Zone's going to get him the receptions. $45.5, man. 3 receptions on player or Price Picks. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Who's the odd man out? You know what I'm saying? Be careful against looking at cover 3 and stuff, Harley. Because there's no guarantee they will run these things like cover 1, cover 2, cover 3. There's no guarantee that that's going to stay static. Does that make sense? I like having it. I'm not saying it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's like bad to have. It's great to have. But they might not play as much week to week. That's all I'm trying to say. So there is that. It's great to have. It's great to quote. Don't get me wrong. It is very nice to have all this. So you hit advanced stats, show advanced stats. It'll break down by cover 3, cover 2, cover 1, cover 4, cover 6. Tampa Bay used it 32% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Andre, exactly. You gotta. It's tough. The Cowboys yesterday, they ran man a lot. Well, Jaden Daniels, I think, was a ridiculous zone versus man split. Does that make sense? Like a ridiculous zone versus man, like so much better against zone. So that's what you're going to see. You know what I mean? Like that does happen. That happens. I don't think as much as this, like the cover 3, cover 2, cover 1, just the kind of shell they're in. They can just switch that up and still play zone. It's great to have this stuff, though. Like I said, it's nice to have because if you're watching it on the broadcast and you see, oh man, they're in cover 3, you know this guy smokes cover 3. And I'll tell you right now, the Lions know it too. So I love this app, dude. Tells you everything you need to know. So J-Mo's a strong maybe. I think Laporta and Amon-Ra. I could be wrong. I'm a J-Mo guy, so there is that too. Hang on, find something out real quick. You can also see him throwing to the running backs too. But that's another. I hate the check this out. Receptions. Look at that. Only had one against Kansas City. What's up, Kucher? All right, let's go Baker. I think Baker is going to throw. We'll go passing yards. Mahomes went 257. Jake Browning went 251. Flacco 184. Lamar had 288. Caleb 207. Jordan Love 188. I think the Lions are going to score on these guys. When that happens, you know what I mean? Like, you're just going to have to. You have to air it out. Baker can do it. He can do it without any help, I don't think. Zone, he's better than man. Look at that. That's a ridiculous split. 71%. And against man, 47% completion percentage. That's problematic. But Baker, I think I got him 225 plus. I think he gets that. Like I said, I hate hit rates, but 4 straight games. Like I said, I think they play this game from behind, so they have to throw it. So you got to figure out where the ball is going to go. I don't want to pick that for the Bucs after going through a lot of this stuff already. I think we should just move on to the other game. I think the Lions, it's Sam Laporta and Amon-Ra, and then Baker passing yards. I know the man stuff. I just don't know how much man you're going to see when they're coming back. That's all. Like, if they get behind, stay in man the whole time. Texans, Seahawks. Defense for the Texans, 78.9% zone, 80% zone for the Seahawks. Yeah, JS, I'm not sure which guy it's going to be. It's going to be somebody, though. I don't know if Emeka's going to play, too. I think so. This could be the fun one, though. Let's go. We'll check Darnold first against Houston. We'll find out, what do we know about their run defense? Is it good? I think Houston might have a good run defense, because I know the Seahawks do. So guess what? Now we're looking at a pass funnel. All right, so Sam Darnold, passing yards, looks like that can't be right. 219. Okay, yeah, 225 and a half. Okay, 222 and a half at ProfitX right now. I'll tell you what, dude. I think Darnold goes over his pass. Yeah, look at these quarterbacks. Well, we had some good ones early. Cam Ward, 108, 179, 179 for Cooper Rush. That's a lot. 222 for Jacksonville. 215 for Baker. What was the score of that game, though? Like, was that a beating? You know what I'm saying? Like, Houston would have to score on them, though. That's my only big problem with that. Houston has not seen an offense in a while. And they're off of a bye. All right, so temper the expectations. I'm kind of liking Darnold's passing yards. That number might be too low. We might have jumped the shark a little bit. Let's look at zone real quick. Completion percentage against zone 73. Yeah. Only one receiver I'm interested in. Jackson Smith and Jigba. We got to get moving, boys. Been over 104 times this season. That's just bananas. Now I kind of look at the receivers. Who do they have a hard time covering? Zay Flowers. Hard time covering that guy. Puka got his no matter what. Yeah, so Smith and Jigba is a strong maybe. This kind of sucks. What if Houston's defense is legit? Running the ball. I mean, you always want to find out. Kenneth Walker. Run times. They're calling. It's that guy, potential scam or potential spam. Caught scam. Yeah, see this run defense? This is not. I mean, that's nice and all. He's 4.9 a carry inside zone, outside zone 5.8 carry. Like they're running, but then look at this. Houston just doesn't allow it. They're just like, yeah, nah. The duo blocking scheme, maybe. I don't know. I don't think that run defense is the kind you want to mess with. Could see a little pass funnel. Could see somebody was talking about Barner. Two and a half receptions feels kind of right, but you look what these other guys have done against them. Cade Otton had 3. Brenton Strange had 6. Andrews only had 2. Like, I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm a big JJ Watt guy in Mila's life. Yeah. Yeah, Black Sheep, I kind of like that. I mean, yeah. The ball would have to go somewhere else, right? Maybe Jackson. That's an interesting way to play it. So what do we think? They shadow? Does he shadow? Do we know? Hang on, I'm looking at one thing just to see if we got. All right, let's go the other way. Stroud. These Stroud boys have not looked very good. 224. This might be the move. The only problem is we're betting on Seattle to score on them, though. But Trevor Lawrence, 258. Baker, 379. Kyler had 200 on him. Rattler went 218. Aaron Rodgers had 203. And Brock Purdy, 277 against the Seattle defense. So, okay, they play a ton of zone. He can complete passes against 74% of his passes he completes against in zone coverage. So that could be good. All right, let's look. Is it Nico time? Let's just see that. We know the running backs aren't going to be able to do anything. Anything substantial. I mean, when I say anything, I mean like I don't think we see a guy going for 120 plus and like just taking all the yards away from the quarterback. I think if they want to move the ball effectively, efficiently, and consistently, it's going to have to be through the air. Yeah, no, Corey, yeah, everybody kind of does. He throws picks. Let's check it out. Let's see if Corey's right here. All right, so how many picks has he thrown against zone? Looks like he's thrown 74 or 100 passes and he's completed 74 of them. Yeah, the offensive line's not good. That's why we want zone, Corey. 80% zone, so we're good there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want him playing against man. This is probably why his O-line's not very good. It's probably why he's only completing 66% of his passes against man, which is still not that bad. 74% against zone is nice. That means he can sit back there, find a guy that's just sitting down in his zone. Yeah, Juan, you don't see that every day, bro. But here's the thing. They were losing bad at the half, Juan. So what do they do in the second half to catch up? They have to throw. They can't just sit on the ball. So those receivers, like, that's a good time to take, a receiver's yardage line over, especially a guy with 0. Just because, like, they're throwing it. Like, there's no more, hey, let's see if we can hand the ball off and run. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm buying the Stroud throws a bunch of picks versus zone because, I mean, he's only thrown 100 times and 74 of them went to his team. So that doesn't leave like a big number for the defense to be getting. I mean, even if he threw 26, he still completed 74% of them. I'm okay with that. Dude, Camps, I don't know what we're going to do with Pittsburgh's tight ends. Like, that's just wildness. So anyways, we got CJ. Obviously, you want to look at Nico. Do we know? I would think Kirk would end up being there. Who knows, though, huh? I mean, he's been there this season. We'll have to look at snap counts. Who's higher versus I'll check them out for you. Yeah, they'll sit in zone with Dalton Schultz. Last 3 weeks, he's caught 5 passes. Let's see what the other tight ends have done. Yeah, I mean, if you want to target a tight end, it sucks because Houston doesn't like targeting their tight ends, but I guess the coverage is going to call for it. They're not like the bottom of tight end targets, but they're not at the top. You know what I mean? If they were, though, in all fairness, if we were, we wouldn't get a 4.5 number. I think that's a pretty sharp call, Corey. Dalton Schultz, receptions. What's his yards? 35.5. And that's not bad, dude. Yeah, I don't want to call this, but it is. It's probably Dalton Schultz. What's up? Calling our shot. You nervous, bro? Or are you ready? You ready to celebrate tonight? I already saw your moves. It's yeah. Those are as free as the air we're breathing. We already went through that game, and both those guys pop. Nice work, bro. I'm so happy for you, dude. Those haters can just suck it. You know what I mean? There's nothing they can say now. The haters are just in shambles, bro. So congrats, Austin. Me and McBetch are going to try and catch you, though, just so you know. I don't know if we're going to catch up on this ladder, but maybe next one. First quarter receptions. That's actually a pretty sweet call. He's caught 2 passes in the first quarter of each of the last 2 games. Hey, you too, Austin. I'm happy for you, man. A little 10K action. The great call on our shot. God, the haters are in shambles. They get in his post and just start clowning. You're just like, dude, shut up. You know how hard it is to hit a ladder? And when you do, it makes up for literally 1,000 other ones, which would take you years to do. Hutchinson's the other one. We'll check him out real quick, and we got to get to baseball, and we got to get the hell out of here. Me and McBetch are going at 10 o'clock. Yeah, the haters are what motivates us. 100%, Harley. All right, so I think it's the Texan side that we're looking for. Dalton Schultz. That's the name. Let's go MLB real quick. This will not take long. Yo, what's up, Eli? It is Kirby versus Bieber. Mariners at the Blue Jays, 8-10, Game 7. If you're betting home runs this game, good luck to you. Good luck to you. George Kirby, lefty, will probably get him. It's 9 home runs, 9 home runs on the season to lefties, 1.23 per 9. But at the same time, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. Because we got George Springer, who's a righty that's smashing baseballs. He hits the sinker very well. I mean, he could take this guy deep. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like a dick about it, but I don't know how you go and get excited about a home run bet tonight, because some of these guys might not, like, you're betting on the pitcher lasting and not getting into any trouble whatsoever. It's all hands on deck. You might see, starters coming out of the bullpen, and just it's one of those ones where I would 100% watch this as a fan. I mean, like, I could easily watch this as a fan. Springer's in play. Vlad is obviously in play. Suarez, my boy Suarez, 95 miles an hour exit velocity in his last 15, 26% barrel rate. He's got a dong off Bieber. Bieber kind of embarrassed him the other night. He could go. I mean, just, I don't know how you do it, but this is the app for finding baseball plays. I mean, just by far. Home runs especially. He had 2 the other night. I mean, you got the bar graph here. Pitches, and they'll show you the pitch mix from the pitcher, and then it'll show you how the batter does against those. I mean, it is just bananas. Yeah, so Suarez is 100% in play. Same with Springer, but again, Vlad is too, even though his numbers don't dictate it. 417 average against this guy. Look at the home runs. I mean, like, he is just hits, runs, RBIs. I'd say Vlad and Cal, but I mean, it's not even based on data, really. You can't. I'm throwing up the white flag. I don't think you can really cap this game, knowing damn well that the second somebody gets in trouble, this pitcher's getting taken out, and you're getting another stud right behind him. There's gonna be no bum coming out of the bullpen tonight. I wouldn't think. I mean, it would take a very specific type of game script for us to see some bum coming out of the bullpen. Yeah, but who, Eli? I think we'd see starters come out before we'd see, like, it's just game 7. So, I mean, looking at batter versus pitcher data is kind of, yeah, I mean, like Julio got this guy the other day, Bieber. So Julio's in there. Good luck. But for the World Series, this is good. But here, check this out. It's Julio, Suarez, Springer, Vlad. Those are my 4. I think you would profit if just one of those guys hit. If you took them all straight, I would not parlay them. But if you want to, you obviously can. Hang on. Yep, you would profit if you took everybody straight. All right, this week we got NBA. Cheat sheets are up. So that's another reason why I jump on this app now. This is just going to be fantastic. You can sort them. I mean, this is just beautiful. We have to. I like to wait until we have some data on these before we start making like real claims here. But I mean, they have point guard. They have center. You just go break it down here. Team that gives up the most points is right there. It is so beautiful. So we'll be doing this on a daily basis, and it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. I don't love hit rate as the yeah, that'll come up too. Looks like, Jesus, this is going to be awesome. But defensive matchup, that's huge. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see all of you back here tomorrow where we'll go over some NBA. No NFL, obviously, so we'll go over the NBA. No NFL, and it's going to be awesome. I will see all of you then. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Link in the description on this, though. Promo code SLOP. Do it.